He's going without him. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today's film I'm going to be watching is When Worlds Collide, which some sources say is from 1951, others say it's from 52, so I'm not 100% sure. It's one or the other, early 50s anyway, and this is a continuation of my sci-fi season. So last week I put up a reaction to Planet of the Apes. Well, I had seen it before, but it was an introduction from my girlfriend, which has done quite well actually. It's been quite a few new subscribers, so I'm definitely plan to introduce her to Beneath the Planet of the Apes, and might go on and do the whole series of the original 5 films of Planet of the Apes. But a couple other sci-fi, classic sci-fi films I want to watch as well, which one of them is this When Worlds Collide. So I think the premise is something, I think it's a star or something that's on a collision course with Earth, and there's a guy or a group of people that are trying to find a way to leave the planet. So I think it sounds like a really interesting premise. So very much looking forward to watching it. And as always, there'll be a full uncut reaction to this. That will be on my Patreon page. There'll be a link to my Patreon page in the description of this video, and yeah, also the before mentioned full-length reaction as well. So if you would like to support the channel further, guys, you can join my Patreon page. There's different tiers with different perks, and that would be fantastic if you could do that. I also have recently set up the new channel membership on the channel here on YouTube as well. There's 2 tiers on that too. The second tier actually, also I've gone back to watching Gunsmoke recently. I have one up already, but I'm in the midst of editing another 2. Sometimes trying to get everything edited together, that could be a little tricky, but I am in the middle of that. Excuse me. But if you want to join that as well to support the channel, that would be great too. So those options are out there if you would like to. And as always, as well, a quick shout out to my patrons, to Ravi, to Gigi Gooding, to Mihal, to Mary, and to Blaze. Really appreciate the support, so thank you. But with that, we will watch When Worlds Collide. Wait, is this in color? Okay. Holy Bible. Maybe there'll be some kind of divine intervention and they won't have to leave. Behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Jeez, that's menacing.
Needles. There are more stars in the heavens than there are human beings on Earth.
Trying to put us in our place.
Telescopes.
This will be the most frightening discovery of all time.
Guess they found it already.
It won't be necessary to tell Randall what he's carrying.
Shouldn't you be keeping an eye on where you're going?
Visibility fine. Over.
Looks like Sean Bean.
Over.
Thank you, Mount Kenna Field.
You must have been held up at Mount Kenna Field. We knew you arrived 2 hours ago.
And I don't care what you're doing or why. All I want to know is where do I go and how soon do I get paid?
I didn't mean to be rude.
The delivery must be made to him personally.
Hendren will pay you on delivery. Time is all that counts.
Nothing may matter if they leave the planet. What the hell?
Good luck, Randall.
Why is he arresting him? Oh. Okay, I thought it was like a plot twist there for a second. I got $5,000 for this story arc. Huh? Oh!
Wouldn't you almost rather not know?
No, it's better to know.
I haven't the courage to face the end of the world.
Who would? Unless like just their life had lost all meaning and they just did no appetite. It is interesting. I can imagine being in that situation. Like, how do you process that?
Glad you waited
Because
for me.
So am I.
This is
our
Mr.
instinct
Randall.
is to survive,
Dr.
isn't it?
Grace.
For you?
How do you do? Not to bother him. He has some people with him.
It's a special meeting of the observatory's trustees.
They'll want to see you right away.
Who told you that? About Doomsday?
Why, Doc, I thought you were practically a member of the family.
Hasn't been filled in and everything, obviously.
Was Bronson's first discovery. Belus, a star, a dozen times larger than our Earth. Discovery. A new planet. Bronson named it Zyra, and his measurements show this new body revolves around Belus.
The guy who's getting paid, he reminds me of myself when like my brother or something's helping me with some technology on my computer and I don't know what's going on. I'm just hoping he knows what's going on. And
Both these bodies are coming into our solar system. If Bronson's readings are correct, they will destroy the Earth. Soon after, Bellis will come into direct collision with the Earth. Our world will end. There is no error.
Shit. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be an error, but, you know, just in the moment for the characters, shit.
I always wanted to do this. Want to try it?
No, should go the old-fashioned way.
Now I think I know.
Are you staring at him?
Joyce,
Yes?
let's not put off getting married. He's in the wait now.
She's going to end up with this guy now.
I promised Dad I'd wait.
The time that's left
Should we
should be ours.
get married before the world ends? What do you want to do and what do you not want to do if you got that news that the world could end in a year?
Me, I'll be right back.
And you can chat up my fiance while I'm gone.
19 days later, Bellis will crush the Earth on the morning of August 12th. We are completely aware that most of our colleagues ridicule our findings. But with God's help and guidance, a few people may do exactly that.
20th century Noah's Ark, huh?
Yes.
Why are none of them taking him seriously?
Labor and material, Dr. Fry believes that rocket ships can be built to fly to Zyra, which will be closest to us.
Examined the photographs and data submitted by doctors, our findings show there is no cause for alarm. No reason to spend billions of dollars to build spaceships. The man of Dr. Hendon's background to join this headline hunting parade.
But that sell newspapers or what, having that headline. End of the world coming.
No one believes us. How will we ever interest enough private capital? It's hopeless. I believe you, Bob.
Even though, like, if you were able to leave and save yourself, there'd still be that, like, sense of you've lost your life in a way.
Man.
How much is your life going to be changed?
I was always sure we would get married one of these days. I suppose it really doesn't matter. And it is what Tony wants.
Not what you want?
I don't know that either.
Stanton leaves to figure out a good excuse to keep Dave Randall right here.
Oh, thanks, Dad. Thanks.
Stanton, this is Dr. Fry. Doctor of what? Dr. Fry is the Dean of the Eastern School of Technology.
What about this Noah's Ark? Will it get to that new planet?
In theory, on the calculation of some engineers, such a flight is possible.
It'll mean liquidating some of my business interests.
It may mean the salvation of a civilization.
Their salvation doesn't interest me. Mine does. Chances of existence on this new planet.
That's what I'm thinking.
Know. We can only hope they're good.
Millions for theories.
The end of the world is no theory to us.
One thing, I select the people who'll go with us.
Ooh.
This won't be a commercial liner. There may be space for 40 or 50 human beings. You admit you don't relish dying. You're willing to put up this money as life insurance. The guarantee that if the world ends, you'll be among the few with a chance to reach this new world.
Why not? Why should you set yourself up as the only one to give life or take it away?
The proposition still stands. Your money for your life.
What's interesting is that some people probably won't even bother to want to be involved because they're going to assume the people in the delegates who are saying that there will be no end to the world.
Which will be automatically released at the end of the run. At approximately this point, the wing engines will be turned on. And here, the full power of all engines will be used to carry us out of the...
Men were selected because you are the top engineering students here. The agricultural students, our mechanics, all our men and women were picked this way.
What if all of these people decided they wanted to go? Could they fit all them?
And already there are more than 600 people working on this project.
So how do you decide if those workers who can go and who can't? If they're all playing a part contributing to it, being...
Joyce.
He wouldn't hug her?
Did you have a nice
Or
trip?
she wouldn't hug him?
70 new people. I'll put these new cards in the file.
I feel bad for that guy. I'm not a big fan of the other guy. Kind of he seems a bit arrogant.
What provisions have you made to protect us when the panic starts?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing.
I haven't
When
thought
people fear death, people can even turn on each other and just atmosphere changes. It's that will to live and that.
Remaining alive will try to get here and climb aboard our ship.
People are more civilized than that. They know only a handful can make the flight.
You don't know anything about living, the law of the jungle, the human jungle.
I agree with him to an extent.
I've spent my life. You'll use those guns. You'll use them, Doctor, to keep your only chance to stay alive.
Look, Stargazer, I don't figure in this new world. For the past couple of months, you and I have been telling recruits that needed in the new world.
Doesn't think
Scientists
he will
like
be.
you, your father, Tony. You won't be needing aerial taxi drivers for another 100 years.
That's nearly 40 people right there, isn't
The
it?
evacuation will now proceed in an orderly manner. Women and children will be loaded aboard first. Families will not be separated for long.
According to your figures, by now we were supposed to feel the effects of Zyra's passing. Waves. Oceans torn from their beds.
Well, give it a second.
Nothing is going to happen.
You were saying? I don't like that. I feel really bad for him. You know what, I was just thinking I might Google news, the world will end, you know, and see what kind of theories people have out.
I can handle it without you.
You sound as if somebody rubbed you the wrong way.
That's an excellent diagnosis. Would you like to prescribe a cure? Later. Come on.
Something will happen between them on this trip, I think. One of them won't make it back. Wow. Are they just kind of prolonging the inevitable though? Because most of these people aren't going to be going with them anyway. And what is it like? That prolonged shot, I feel like someone is gonna. Is he gonna kill himself? I don't know. The doctor maybe. Oh my god. He's going without him. Holy shit. Fuck. Oh my god. Turn back, doctor. Turn back for him. He's having a change of heart. Then decided to come back. I like that. That's a moment. That is a moment, and a moment for that character. And also the dynamic between the two of them.
For a minute, Doc, I thought maybe now was that later you mentioned.
I gave it a passing thought.
At least he's honest.
This meeting was called to choose those who will make the attempt to reach Zyra.
Oh.
As most of you already know, a commodity we cannot waste if the flight...
How do you make this decision?
About 900 Stanton, Dr. Fry, my daughter, myself, Dr. Drake, and Mr. Randall.
This is horrendous though, like, once they make the decision who else to pick, I address you, sorry, but you will die.
But every ounce of fuel will be needed to avoid crashing. In this envelope is a list of numbers. The numbers of those who will go.
Oh,
in these boxes we have placed...
probably the best way to do it, but...
Each of you will select and keep one disc. This list will be posted on the dormitory bulletin boards.
This is the men's box.
You're already listed. I'd do anything to ensure her chances, wouldn't you?
It isn't a free ride for Joyce. She's qualified to go.
For sake, stretch the point a bit farther to include you.
No.
Why should she get all that?
Can you give me one good reason to include me?
She wants you, Dave.
That'll change.
That's a selfish reason. You're getting to go, she's getting to go, and what, her plating can go too? Sorry, I'm not trying to demean the guy, but you know. Imagine the working there doing all that and then you don't get to go. I just can't agree with this, but again, I guess they have no choice. It's difficult. You gonna give him his food?
It'll work out all right, Joyce.
He's shown to be a stand-up guy.
Operated almost in his sleep.
I hope so. What'll happen when he blacks out?
Backup won't last too long. A few minutes, tops.
Trouble is, I just learned how Fry's put together.
Hmm?
His chance of coming out of the blackout isn't good.
Few minutes.
So they do need him. There's a legitimate reason for him
Hold
to be
together.
there.
No coronary condition like his could stand that pressure.
When it
You can't let Fry handle this flight.
Look, Doc.
You don't want her to die, do you?
Oh, look, Dave, you're hedging. Why? We both know who else can handle this flight. Maybe not as good as Fry, but good enough.
Maybe things were meant to happen this way.
You diagnose it any way you want.
God, that's tough, man.
I'll never forget what you did for Dave and me, Tony.
Well, told you the doctor'd fix everything.
Getting a bit unruly here now.
My number! It's on! Right, it's on the list!
Hers isn't. Hers isn't.
Julie!
Oh God, that's horrifying. He's gonna give her ticket. This for me is the strength of this film. Is being able to go, others can't, especially with loved ones. Just what I was looking forward to most in it. It's kind of.
Why risk our necks by taking so many people?
Oh Jesus!
You and that chair weigh 186 pounds. If we do make it, will there be a place to land? Will the air be fit to breathe? Will there be water, vegetable life?
I just wanted to leave this for someone else to use.
Oh, that's sad.
He has a girl.
There's that extra fuel. He must weigh close to 180. You heard him volunteer to stay behind?
Whoa! What the
This is one of the good ones, isn't it?
I'm sorry. The people have all been selected.
I'm going too. Put that gun down. You're going to tell everybody I'm going. This is my number. That's all the reasoning I want to know. Go.
Oh God!
And not just Ferris.
This could be the beginning of it.
They won't just sit still and wait to die here.
That's out.
We'll have to move people and animals as quietly as possible.
Dave, girl.
Julie Cummings.
Tell her there's been a mix-up in the listing. She and Eddie Garson are going. We'll gamble on less flying time.
Okay.
Let me tell you. Don't say it, Stanton. And why should our lives be decided by a raffle?
Told you.
The drawing wasn't fixed. It should have been done by voting. We all agreed to the drawing. Listen to him, listen. You can take the ship, sure. Then what? Only 40 of you can get away.
It's just like a loop and a loop and a loop.
Until we kill each other, or we all get caught when the worlds collide. Stick around till the collision puts you out of your misery.
Like at that rate, no one is gonna get to go.
Get me on board. What are you doing?
What the hell is he doing?
We're the extra fuel they might need, Stanton. The new world isn't for us. It's for the young.
Even if you could walk, man, you weren't gonna make that.
We're getting close. In a minute or two, we'll feel the pull.
22,000. 20.
Not yet.
Check your belts.
That is actually... Did the brakes still work?
Best air I ever tasted. Bring out the gangplank.
Gotta start making a civilization though. Or is there other life living on the planet?
Hey, Mike, just want to see
Puppies.
the sunrise? Our first citizen.
And they're all mine.
Various animals. So when animals got to go on, look, I love animals. Actually, you know what? Take it back. I'm glad some animals were brought along. There's an old school classic shot as well, isn't there, to close out the film. Okay, that was When Worlds Collide, and kind of like I guessed going into it, seeing kind of that whole thing, as that guy said, that guy in the wheelchair had said, like that, you know, it's a jungle out there, and when it comes to the crunch, when life is at stake, because it is the natural thing, you want to stay alive. That for me was the most engaging aspect of it. That and the fact of, like, how do you decide who goes to this new planet? Seeing that couple, we got a little flavor of how someone who you're connected to it, if you get to go but they don't get to go, how do you process that? You know, it's so final, and so, you know, it's life or death, and it's fair but also cruel that you just decide by fate of who goes, you know. So all of that kind of stuff, I think that's where the heart of the film really was. Although I did really like the aspect between the doctor and the main guy, the blonde-haired guy, because he obviously was engaged to the lady, and then he comes along, and when he flew at first with the kid, I was like, oh god. And just for that split second, I was like, because I was really siding with the doctor, I really liked him, I was like, okay, that's a step too far. But the fact that he came back, it really showed such a great character and great depth, and between the two of them as well, that was a great moment. But it was all of that kind of aspect of it, like how would you decide who to take, and how do you deal with that, and the ramifications of it, and the consequences. That for me was the heart of the film, and I thought what really brought it up to be really intriguing and really enjoyable. So yeah, all in all, I thought very, very good film. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on When Worlds Collide, and where would this rank among your favorite sci-fi, science fiction films, especially of the classic era around this time. Yeah, let me know what you think. Would love to hear what you thought. But until next time, guys, slán go fóill.